Namaskar to everyone. My name is Rushildhar and you're all welcome to this YouTube channel. This YouTube channel has been created for you all to learn the divine Sharada lipi. In today's session, you will be learning how to write Om in Sharada and the first 8 vowels. As I mentioned in the previous video too, if you want to seriously learn this divine script, I would greatly recommend you to maintain a notebook for writing and practicing. So before we begin to learn the script, grab a notebook, take a pen, and note down the akshars you'll be learning. You can also take a kalam if you have it or make it. I've put a tutorial link in the description box on how to make the kalam. Sharada is a script which has many variations. I am going to be teaching you the most used and the most accepted one. Before learning the vowels, we'll first learn how to write Om in Sharada. Om. This is how you write Om in Sharada. This is a step-by-step guide on how to write Om in Sharada. First, draw a line on the top from the left to the right, and then a slant from the top right to the bottom left, and a curve like this. From there, draw a line moving from the top to bottom. After that, draw a curve above the top line you drew earlier. Then finally draw a dot. Now I'm going to give you a step-by-step demonstration of how to write Om in Sharada. First the line on the top and then the slant followed by the curve and the line moving towards the bottom. Now the curve on the top and the dot. This is how you write Om in Sharada lipi. Now let's start with the vowels. In this session, we'll only cover 8 vowels. The first vowel, is written like this in Sharada. This is a step-by-step guide of how to write in Sharada. First, a slight curve from the bottom left to the top right, and then a line from the top to the bottom. After that, something like a 430-degree turn and a line towards the right. Then a line from the top to the bottom and another 430-degree turn. Finally, a line on the top moving from the left to the right. Now I'm going to give you a step-by-step demonstration on how to write in Sharada. The slight curve and the line towards the bottom, followed by the 430-degree curve and straight line towards the right. After that, the line towards the bottom and the 430-degree turn at the bottom of that line, and finally the line at the top. This is how you write in Sharada. Moving on to the next vowel, that is A. This is how you write A in Sharada. A step-by-step demonstration of how to write A in Sharada. It's pretty much like A, but there are a few differences. First, the slant and the line towards the bottom, the 430-degree turn and the line towards the right, followed by the line towards the bottom. Here, in A, instead of having another 430-degree turn, you have a curve like this, which is obviously followed by the line on the top moving from the left to the right. Now I'm going to give you a step-by-step demonstration on how to write A in Sharada. The slight curve, the line towards the bottom, the 430-degree turn, and another line towards the bottom, and then the curve, and finally the line on the top. So this is how you write A in Sharada. A. Moving on to the next vowel, that is I. I. It's written like this in Sharada. This is the step-by-step guide of how to write I in Sharada. First, a curve. First, draw a curve at the bottom and then a double curve on the top, just as you see. Now, I'm going to give you a step-by-step demonstration on how to write I in Sharada. The curve at the bottom and the curve at the top. This is how you write I in Sharada. Moving on to the next vowel, that is E. E. This is how you write E in Sharada. The step-by-step demonstration of how to write E in Sharada. First, you draw a line on the top moving from the left to the right, and then a line from the top to the bottom, followed by a 45-degree turn and then a 90-degree turn, merging back into the line we drew. After that, we have to draw two dots on the top. Now I'm going to give you a step-by-step demonstration of how to write E in Sharada. The line on the top, the line moving towards the bottom, 45-degree turn, and then the 90-degree turn, and finally the two dots on the top. This is how you write E in Sharada. E. Moving on to the next vowel, that's U. U. This is how we write U in Sharada. This is the step-by-step demonstration of how to write U in Sharada. First, a line on the top from the left to the right, and then a slant from the top right to the bottom left, followed by a curve like this. Now I'm going to give you a step-by-step demonstration. The line on the top, the slant, and finally the curve. So this is how you write O in Sharada. Now we'll learn how to write Oo in Sharada. Oo. This is how we write Oo in Sharada. Now a step-by-step guide of how to write Oo in Sharada. Oo is written pretty much like O, but there's only an extra curve at the bottom. Now I'll tell it to you from the start. Line from left to right on the top, slant and curve. On this curve I just showed you now, there's an extra curve like this. Now I'm going to give you a demonstration. The line on the top, the slant and the curve with another curve. Now moving on to the next vowel, that is re. This is how we write re in Sharada. A step-by-step guide of how to write re in Sharada. A line on the top and a straight line moving towards the bottom with a curve at its end. Straight line with a curve at its end. Now I'm going to give you a demonstration. Top line moving from the left to the right and straight line with a curve at its bottom. Straight line with a curve at its bottom. This is how you write re in Sharada. Moving on to the next vowel, that is re. Re. This is how you write re in Sharada. A step-by-step guide of how to write re in Sharada. A line on the top from the left to the right. Straight line moving towards the bottom with a curve at its end. And on the right of it, there's another straight line with a curve at its end, but it's just smaller. Now I'm going to give you a demonstration. Straight line moving from the left to the right. Straight line with a curve at its end. And another straight line with a curve at its end, but smaller. This is how you write re in Sharada. Now, as I previously told you, take a notebook for writing and practicing this divine lipi. Now, write all the vowels we learned on the top of a page on your book, and below it, write all the vowels in each line. Like this. This will not only help you to learn how to write the letter, but it will also help you to memorize how to write that letter. To learn more of Sharda Lipi, keep tuned like this video, share this as much as possible, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Namaskar.